Today's video is brought to you by Naora, which is an all-natural skincare line. And with aging these days, one day being a factor, it is important to take care of your skin early on. So all of y'all run on over and get you some natural skincare to tend to your skincare needs. They are also having Valentine's Day special, which they will be offering for people in the local area. Decorations at home. You don't even have to leave the comfort of your home. They are going to be bringing gift baskets and a meal. They have various packages to choose from. Head on over to their Instagram page and check them out. Now let's get into today's video. Today's video, we are going to be talking passports. So when considering getting a passport, you are going to make sure that you have the necessary documents before you even schedule your appointment. So the documents that you will need will be your original birth certificate, cannot be a copy, it has to be the original. You are also going to need a state issued ID along with 2 passport size photos. So once you have all of these things in hand, you will then head on over to the website and schedule your appointment so that you can go and get your passport. I followed these exact steps. I made sure that I had all of my documents in hand before I scheduled my appointment. When I scheduled my appointment, I showed up on the day of appointment with all the documents that were needed. And it literally took, I don't even think, 20 minutes to do the passport. They have a passport form, which you can print out online, which will save you time when you get to the office. But if you don't get a chance to do that, then you can also just grab it once you get to the office, or you can pick it up prior to your appointment. That way you can fill it out, pre-fill everything out. So the day of your appointment, you literally have everything you need, and it just speeds up the process even more, from 20 minutes to like 10 minutes, and you're out of there. So quick. Now, when you submit the documents, which they're going to take your original birth certificate and they are going to keep it because they need to send it off with your passport, but you will get this documentation back in the mail. Sometimes it comes before your passport. Sometimes it comes after your passport. You have the option to expedite. Now, remember in my previous videos, I talked about expediting. You want to make sure that you are expediting these documents because dealing with the government, it can be pretty lengthy if you don't. So my recommendation is just to expedite everything. Pay that little additional fee and expedite it. I know for the passport, it is typically $110, and that is just for a regularly scheduled passport. So it takes up to, I believe, 12 weeks to get it back if you just do if you go the regular route. Now, if you do the expedited, you get it back in 4 weeks, and you do get it back in exactly 4 weeks. They don't play about that. You do get it back in 4 weeks, and that fee is $160. For me, the additional fee is worth it because you are for sure guaranteed going to get it back in exactly 4 weeks. Like, they don't play with that. Moving right along, if you are going to be traveling with small children, you want to make sure that they have a passport as well because they cannot leave the country without it. So if you're going to be traveling with them, you want to make sure that you are providing the same documents for your kids as well. So it's going to be their original birth certificate along with 2 passport size photos. You can skip the state ID for them, of course, because you're just using your own as their guardian. Now, when it comes to the application process, when you're considering minors, you do have to have the father's consent. The only way, or you can have the father notarize a form just stating that he's not able to be there in person, and he's notarizing a paper, and you'll take that notarized paper along with you to your passport appointment. So unfortunately, you do need the father's signature on the passport application for your minor child, unless you have a court order indicating you as a parent who holds full custody of your child, or indicating you as the custodial parent, granting you rights to all passport decisions. So if you don't have a court order, you do unfortunately have to have the father's consent, which can be a headache if you're not on good terms with the person you have created children with. So keep that in mind. You want to sort those things out before you even make the appointment. There's no need in making an appointment if you don't have that all together, because when you arrive, if you don't have those things, they will not see you. They will turn you away. They will tell you to go figure out and come back once you got it sorted. So make sure you have everything in order and ready to go. So that way, when you show up on the day of passport, it's 1, 2, 3, and you're out. And all you have to do is wait for your passport to arrive through the mail, which they will send it. They will send it by regular postal mail. So now we're going to head on over to the passport website. Once you have all your documents together and in hand, you're going to need to schedule your appointment via online. So let me show you how to do that. So here we are at the passport schedule appointment website, which is tools.usps.com. Again, as I've mentioned in previous videos, you want to make sure that you are at the correct website. So make sure you are at this website. Even when you're Googling, sometimes it has conflicting websites where it seems like it's the real deal and it's not. So make sure that you are at this website. You never have to pay any type of fee to schedule an appointment. So if you're for whatever reason you don't type in this address correctly, or you end up on another website and they're trying to charge you to schedule an appointment, you know that that is fraud, because they don't charge you for this process. Okay, so now once you are here at the website, you want to go ahead and begin the process of scheduling your appointment. So first it asks you, what is your reason? You're going to say new passport only, of course, because you're getting a new passport for the first time. Or, maybe you have a passport, you need to renew your passport, whatever. You can use this for different services, as you can see, not just for a new passport only, but for the purposes of this video, we are only walking through the steps of new passport. So we're going to go ahead and select new passport only. Let's say you're an adult, and just to cover all bases, I'm going to say you're traveling with 2 children. Okay, just so that I cover everything, adult and children. You're going to go search for appointments by date or location. Now, for me, I always just like to do location, because it's never really like hard to find a passport appointment. It's not like they're booked, so booked that you can't find one. So I always like to search by location. We're going to go ahead and put in the zip code, and we are going to hit search. It's another beautiful day here in Ghana. Okay, so here we are. And as you can see, we have a few locations that popped up under the zip code search. So I'm going to choose the one closest to me. So I'm going to select location. And then it asks you, what is your preferred date? So when would you like to go? Now, all of these grayed out boxes just simply means that there are no appointments available for those days. The white boxes means that there is an available appointment. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want to get my passport January 17th. I'm going to select that date. And now it brings me to times. So as I indicated in the search, I am going to be booking with my children. So where you see these times grayed out, it means that that is only for one person. I am going to be traveling with 2 children. So these are the only appointments available to me for slots for myself and my 2 children. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I want to do 11:45 a.m. I'm an early bird. I like to get things out of the way and done. So I just won't confirm it, just so you guys can see how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to select the option to get those updates. I've read everything, totally understand it, review appointment. So this is great. They give you the fee. They lay out the fees for you. Now, keep in mind that these fees that they are listing here is for each person. and it does not include expedited fee. Does not include the expedited fee. So as you can see, the appointment is all ready. All I need to do is confirm my details to secure that appointment time, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to take up the appointment. But that's the process of scheduling to get your passport done. It is super easy. Once you get there, like I said, it's in and out. You don't have to wait in a line, which is the great benefit of scheduling your appointment ahead of time. Now, there are some exceptions to getting your passport. Like, unfortunately, things don't always work the way that you would expect them to. Like the last time I traveled, when I ultimately moved to Ghana, I had sent in for a new passport. And when I got my passport, it was the wrong name. And I was like a week away from my travel date. So I had to call the passport office and book an emergency appointment to get my passport corrected. And when they gave me that appointment, I had to physically go to the location, which the location 9 times out of 10 is not near you. They're all booked up, so you have to travel. So it just so happened I was going to Texas before coming here to Ghana. So I selected a location that was in Texas, but even from where I was in Texas, it was still like a 8-hour drive. So I ended up flying. But I'm going to include that in tomorrow's video so that you can get an all-around idea of what do you do when you run into emergency situations and you need your passport because you're leaving. So look out for that video tomorrow. When you get your passport, it is going to look like this. Yay! And this is the most important part of the steps. Now I have created other content on getting your visa as well as your yellow fever, but your passport is the most important of them all because you cannot get your visa without your passport. So you need your passport first before you can get your visa. So you want to make sure that this is going to be the first thing that you do when you're considering leaving the country. You're going to get your passport. And that is the process. Very quick tutorial video. Make sure you guys head on over to Nayora, check out what they got going on, and get you some products. Get you some natural skincare products. I promise you, your skin will thank you later. Until next video, I will see you soon. And don't forget to share this video if you know of someone else who could benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video. And as always, if there is something that I didn't cover or questions that you have, you can always drop a comment and I will be sure to respond.